Back to the stream. Thank you for being with us. As Chicago continues to grapple with its migrant crisis, big-time contractors are circling, looking to make big money, potentially all told maybe hundreds of millions of dollars. Now the city hopes a new contract from the Department of Family and Support Services can solve smaller business and also involve smaller businesses too. Joining us now is the person who broke that story, Lee John Greco, with Crain's Business Chicago, our City Hall hawk and political reporter. Lee, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Your report, business is booming for contractors as the city of Chicago tries to house and care for its migrants. A $29 million contract with a company called Garda World, $60 million to Favorite Healthcare staffing. Neither one based here in Illinois, but migrants also need to be fed. Right now, we've reported on, they're relying heavily on volunteers in many cases. So tell us about this new request for proposal, basically companies bidding to win the contract, the local players emerging from this new contract for meal services.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, volunteers are doing a lot of this work at police stations, but all 24 of the city's shelters, the meal services there are contracted out. So what the city is working on is they have a new RFP out that's a request for proposal, basically asking for contractors who can serve meals at not only those city shelters, but also the police stations, and basically any future shelters that they stand up right now. They're trying to make it, basically they're trying to make these meals better for migrants because they want meals that are more what they call culturally competent. So basically just meaning feed people what they're used to eating in their home country.
Right.
So this new RFP includes, they want people to feed them rice, beans, plantains, that sort of thing. Because of course, the majority of these migrants are coming from Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador. And then we also do have more coming from Haiti as well.
Yeah, and then you're also hearing, and we have heard about, complaints, and they're not that pity ones about the food, like bread is moldy, meat has worms in it. What are people on the ground actually saying, and have you heard back from that contractor as to those complaints?
Yeah, and so to be clear, there are several contractors. One of the contractors that I mentioned, Open Kitchens, they only cover 6 out of the 24 shelters. And then there are other contractors at those remaining ones. But basically, like I mentioned, you have volunteers at these police stations, but volunteers and, basically just anybody who's not a favorite staffer are not allowed inside the city shelters. So, to be fair, I have heard from these volunteers, but they have not been inside the city shelters themselves. Right. But they keep in touch with the migrants that they helped at the police stations, and then those migrants move over to the city shelters. So they tell me they've been texting them, keeping up with them on WhatsApp, and they're telling the volunteers, hey, this food is bad, it's spoiled, there's not enough food. I did reach out to one of those contractors that I mentioned, which just got a new contract with the city for meal services, Open Kitchens. And I told them, hey, one of these shelters that they mentioned in Chicago, that's one of the ones that you take care of. And these volunteers are telling me that there's bad food there. And Open Kitchen said, we've never received reports of that. We do not deliver spoiled food. We have state-of-the-art refrigeration facilities. I asked DFSS, who's the one putting out these contracts, and they said that they meet with these meal services contractors every week to make sure that, everything is being done correctly. And then Beatriz Ponce de Leon also said yesterday, she handles immigrant and refugees in Chicago right now for the city. She said that she has not heard those reports. She said that she did hear reports about the sell-by date on food, but nothing about bad food.
Yeah.
It's difficult for us to get in because, of course, people aren't allowed inside the city shelter. So it's hard to really know.
And we've heard a lot of red herrings out there. There's been a lot of rumors, and it may not have even been with the company. It may be a storage issue at the local level. Final question, quick one. So the city has several contracts with several controversial companies. Now, I mean, by controversial, they don't have really a track record. Aldermen have told me, yeah, we're going to build this huge tent city. I've seen no renderings of a potential tent city. I've seen, there's no blueprint. Hey, we did a tent city here. You've pressed for some answers like this. Do you feel like you're getting, you said you talked with one higher up at City Hall. Do you feel like you're getting response or sufficient response from City Hall? Or do you feel like they're kind of operating in the dark too because there is no blueprint?
Well, I think it's fair to say there's really no blueprint for this. I don't think we've seen this amount of people in such a short amount of time, or specifically this amount of people who, don't have work permits, who aren't able to come here legally and work. But I don't know that it's fair to say the city is operating in the dark. I do think that they are operating very quickly, and maybe a little bit too quickly for aldermen who feel like they have been left out of the conversation, that these contracts are not transparent. We just saw yesterday that the city decided to renew a contract with Favorite Staffing, despite, Chicago Tribune's reports that overtime is just exploding, the bills for Favorite, and, despite calls from aldermen not to renew this. But the city is in a tricky position right now with these contractors where, like I said, they have to move fast, but they don't have many options as far as vetted contractors. So that's why they're going with Favorite, who they used during COVID. And that's why they are going with GardaWorld, which is, again, this, I guess, known entity to them.
Yeah, it's such a catch-22. Always want to do your due diligence. In this case, there's really no time to do due diligence. We have people here when people in need. Lee John Greco, our City Hall hawk and political reporter from Crain, Chicago. We know you'll continue to follow the money, and we will see you again very soon. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.